We have been, I think, I would call it lifestyle vlog, just been telling a lot about my life and like literally different things. But today is gonna be strictly educational. We're looking at 3 off-market multifamily deals and we're gonna dive deep into them. So let's get ready. Three units. Great, huge building because it's a 4-bedroom, 3-bedroom, and a 1-bedroom. The 4 and 3 has top dollar rents. He's only renting it for $1,900 and then $750, but you're getting $1,200 for a 4-bedroom all day long. The roof is shot, he'll fix the roof. This is an 11% cap rate. A little pricey. You could definitely get it for a 12 anywhere else, but it's on the 13th block of Allentown. So as you continue to progress to the higher blocks, the prices go up. If you were to buy this on 7th Street, 5th Street, you're gonna get this at 50K unit all day long. But being that this is a more desirable area, people are gonna pay more for it. So that's 106 North 13th Street, 11% cap. Next, we're gonna go to a 6 unit, and you're gonna see that as the unit sizes go up, the return goes down because you have less of a risk. More risk, more return. This is more of a risk, more return. Look at it, look at where we are. I mean, like, we're in the hood. Look, meet up. We're kind of in the hood, you know what I'm saying? But, more risk, more return. And this is smaller. So, 3 units. The downside about owning a 3-unit property is that this guy right here, that is 2 units, this 2 unit is considered residential. That 3 unit is considered residential. So when a bank goes to evaluate this property, they're going to take the comparable properties that have sold in the area. That's how residential comps are made. Whereas a 6 unit that we're gonna see next, and a 32 unit we're gonna see after that, is based solely off the income. So that's something to keep in mind. Because this guy's foreclosing, this property won't appraise for as much. When we, and then in about 2 minutes, well, next, 3-unit property in Allentown. We're back, Rob in the lab. We're gonna run through the income real quick, and it's going to be your gross income, expenses, which are taxes, insurance, 10%, maintenance and vacancy factor, and the 10% comes from the gross income, so the maintenance and vacancy factor here will be $31.20. Trash in Allentown, there's a renter's fee, and water and sewer, always expenses. So $10,000 in expenses, you have a $20,000 NOI. And the price that you bought the property at, which is the list price, is $195,000. If you paid cash for the property today, you are going to make $20,000. That equals an 11% cap because you paid cash, and that is a return you made on year 1. That's the definition of a cap rate. Now we take it a step further and find out your cash on cash return if you use the bank and leverage the money. So instead of putting down $195,000, you're going to put down $40,000 because you're putting 20% of the value of the property. I just summed it up to $200,000, so we have $40,000 invested, and you have a $15,000 mortgage per year that you have to pay. That's at a 5% interest rate, which is fair market value right now. 15% amortization. So that is a 14% cash on cash return. So when you leverage your money, you make more money. I say this all the time. I'm tired of saying it, but we're gonna say it one more time, and that's how you run this deal. There's a 3-unit. There's an investment. Where's your offer? Closing escrow twice this month, both commercial units. Hey, there it is. Next one, 6 units, Mac Boulevard. Okay, so the last property we just saw, that was 3 units, and that was at $66,000 per unit. Now we're at a 6 unit, south side of Allentown, southeast side of Allentown. If you could see, this is a better area. We actually have land here. You know what I'm saying? It's not so cookie cutter attached row homes. It's a safer investment because it's not so ghetto. You're not dealing with the riffraff. You have better tenants, you have hospitals, you have schools, you have better employees, you have better renters. So it's a less of a risk. And again, it's not based off of the comps in the area. What other properties sold for is based off the income, solely off the income. This guy killed it. He has storage units in the basement, coin laundry. I mean, it's maxed out to the capacity, something you don't always want because that's the kind of stuff you want to put into the property to add more income. But 6 units, all 2 bedrooms, all under one roof, built in 1980, which is very rare for Allentown or Pennsylvania in general. Everything's 100 years old. That's a banger. I'm gonna show you these numbers right now. Let's go. 6 unit, Stable, more stable property, built in 1980, beautiful location, beautiful brick building. We went through it all. Gross income, expenses, NOI, divided by the amount that you invested, gives you a cap rate of 7%. I'm not going to go for the cash on cash return, but if you can answer what the percent of the cash on cash return is, what are we doing? Gift card? Gift card to Starbucks. Boom. Or Dunkin', whatever you like. And that's it. I'm not going to cash on cash return, but the next one, we're going to get real deep. So stay tuned. I'm waiting for someone to like pull up with a cappuccino, almond milk, 2 stevia, because they hear it so often. Or I'm waiting for Starbucks to pull up and be like, how about you put this on your vlog? Shit, that's gonna be when we make it.
I know.
When we have to say, yep, Starbucks.
You are not good at making advertisements.
We gotta try to keep it natural, you know? Here we have a cappuccino, almond milk, and 2 stevia from the one and only, the best, Starbucks. This right here keeps me going all day. How do I make deals? By this little lady right here. Drink responsibly. Okay, we here. Maybe we here. All right, another undisclosed location. But we're gonna walk down the street and explain it. It's pretty dope. This right here is my dream. Not ultimate dream, but to own this property is definitely a goal. I wouldn't say a dream, because where I live right now, 220 units, that's a dream that I will achieve. This, I'll do this, 32 units, right? I'll buy this 32 units within 3 years. Within 3 years, I'm gonna own the 32 unit. So we have 32 units here. 8 studios, 8 1-bedroom, 8 2-bedroom, 8 3-bedroom. So it's a nice little mix there. The studios kind of suck, but you know, you actually get a nice dollar per square foot. You get a higher rent when you have a smaller space. So 32 units. We're gonna get to Rob in the lab to show you that quick income analysis. Now I'm getting excited. 32 units, 321,000 gross income. Numbers are getting higher. Your risk is getting lower. And 321,000 gross income, 127,000. Now, to be honest with you, this is off market. The guy said, I'm not in the market to sell, but I'm gonna entertain any good offer. They paid 1.6 for the property, so let's assume 3.2. They're definitely taking this deal. But he wouldn't give me the financials. So how did I come up with this NOI? Because if you can't run this property on 60%, 40% expenses, you're not doing the right thing. And this is a big guy, so they're probably running it even better than that. So 127,000 expenses, 193 NOI. If you invested $3.2 million into it cash, you're looking at a 6% cap rate. 6% cap rate. This is selling for close to $100,000 per door, and this is going to sell at around a 7.5% cap rate, because less risk, less reward, but more stability. Let's say 8 of your tenants leave, you still have another, what is that? 8 minus 32 is 26, 24. You still have another 24 units that are still cash flowing and that are still paying off your mortgage and paying off your utilities. So that's why there's less of a risk. Whereas if you were in the 3 unit and 1, 2 of your tenants leave, that's it. You're like, your cash flow is almost non-existent. Here, you're always gonna cash flow because we're in a market where you have 98% occupancy. So you're always going to be cash flowing, but let's say worst case scenario, you're gonna be good. 32 units built in, oh, I'm sorry, I think it's built in like the 2000s, which is fantastic. So I can't show you guys, but I want to see this. All right, so this right here, this is about, I would say that's close to 1.5 inches. You're not going to get a certificate. You would get your certificate of occupancy from the city of Allentown, but the insurance will flag that and they will make you fix that. So when you're looking at property, when when you're touring property, you want to be cognizant of that. Also, plus about this property and the 6th unit and being in a better area rather than being in center city is that you have parking. Parking raises prices, man. People pay more to have parking. Everybody wants parking. You come home from a long day, you want parking. That's it. Oh, we're in PA, baby. What's up? Right there. If you look at how many electrical meters, it's super intermediate, but if you want to know how many units are on the property, look at how many electrical meters. You got 4, 8, 12, 16, 17, 18, and you always have one owner's meter. Most of the time, one owner's meter. There's a light outside, there better be one owner's meter, or that means it's tapping into another tenant, which is illegal. So 18 unit, I'm about to pull the tax card, send him a letter and say, let's make a deal. Wow. I love real estate. All right, so we're going to go dive deep into taxes, and I've never spoken about this before, so this is hot content right here.
It's my content.
32 units, your gross income is $321,000. Blah, blah, blah. You have a net income of $193,000. Thankfully, to the real estate laws, we can depreciate the property. There's annual wear and tear that's on the property that can be depreciated. Residential properties, like a single family home, anything 1 to 4 units, gets depreciated over 27.5 years. So every single year, you get to depreciate a certain amount based off of your building assessed value, which is on everyone's tax card, and you get to depreciate that every single year. For example, this property, if you look up the tax record, the assessed building value is around $1.6 million. So $1.6 million divided by the 39 years gives you $41,000 per year that you can depreciate. So we can add this $41,000 into the expenses to make that expenses $168,000, and it makes the NOI that we're gonna tell Uncle Sam is $152,000. So essentially, we just got $40,000 of tax-free money. It's a freaking banger. I mean, like, it's amazing. Depreciation. Another, because a lot of people call it different things. Depreciation is also called cost recovery. So your cost recovery is depreciation. Depreciation is cost recovery, and it is a lifesaver. It saves you a lot of money, and you can deduct that every single year for 39 years. There's little things like the first year, it's based off a 30-day calendar year. There's so much to it, but essentially it's 39 years. That's exactly what it is. I hope that makes sense. That's a wrap. Please do me a favor and smash that subscribe button. Smash that subscribe button and like this video because your boy needs some help. I'm loving the love, but gotta keep doing it. Please help brother out.
Cheers, love.